remember his name until just last year. Actually, it hasn't even been a year yet since I remembered his name. Yep. Lived right here in Tucson, Arizona. At least he did in 1986 and 1989, that I know of for sure. Yeah. His brother was also living in the apartment. It was a 2-bedroom apartment. His brother and his brother's wife, they had a child. The only thing that they could do was prove statutory rape. Because they could prove that he had sex with me. Oh. And those detectives knew that he was guilty as ever. But because of the testimony of these guys trying to say that I was doing coke, I never even smoked weed. I was doing coke with them, and they were going to testify for Alex, and his brother and sister-in-law were going to testify for Alex. And guess what happened? Guess what clinched the deal? They didn't go down for rape. My sister testified for her rapist boyfriend. I hadn't talked to my sister for 2 years. First public exam that I ever got was because of a rape. And the doctor was not gentle. I remember. And it was hard to remember. You know, it was also hard to remember that your sister used to beat you up all the time. I was going through enough, but yeah, she did. I don't remember vividly, but she did. I know she was quite surprised when we got into a fight after we had seen each other for years and years and years. I was 19. Last time I had seen her, I was 16. I tried to kill myself. When they told me that he was only going to get statutory rape, but I should come to Tucson and testify. Anyway, because they believed completely that he was going to mess up on parole, because he was going to get parole, and he was going to mess up, and they'd nab him. They were going to be on top of him, because they knew they weren't stupid. They work with rape victims, come on. Trust me. Nothing changed. Anyway, my first ex-husband, Benjamin Ralph Curtis, such a sweetheart. I know he said that he tried to, possibly make up to me. What you did to me? Motherfucker. What you did to me has scarred me, fighting permanently. And you took my child away from me. You told me before I ever even had a child I was ever pregnant. Actually, no, it was when I was pregnant the first time. With his child, I didn't realize I was pregnant before at 14. I had a forced abortion. Thank you, brother. Motherfucker. We're gonna get you. Nah. Oh, shit. Yeah, I figured I could probably sue. Civilly, at least. I have other witnesses besides myself. It'll probably be hard to find a lawyer. I don't know. I haven't tried yet. I'm going through too much shit. That's enough. You know? I remembered enough. My ex-husband used to rape me to a song called Turbo Lover and slip into my sleeping bag. Something like that. By ZZ Top. He loved it. He told me about the pastor's daughter that he was screwing in a church retreat or whatever. He had to tell me about her, and I had to learn how to talk dirty in bed. First porno that I ever watched with him. First porno actually I ever watched that I can remember. I mean, I heard one. So I thought I did. Oh, shit. I don't want to go there. My brother was playing it. In the background. Never mind. I don't need to go there. But yeah, your husband can rape you, trust me. Because I knew if I didn't give him sex like he wanted, that I would get beat. He'd be pissed, and it would lead into a beating. So either way, I was beat anyway. Being raped, having sex when you do not want to have sex. Nothing in you wants to. It is like somebody dropping their pants down around their ankles. And proceeding to go that bathroom on you. Releasing their bowels. And their blood. All over you. And there's nothing that you can do about it. As you feel the pain of them jabbing into your privates. Because guess what? Eventually the motherfucker wanted to have anal sex. What he did to me is unforgivable. More unforgivable than what Kyle did to me. My Prince Charming, to save me from an abusive home life. And to swoop me away. Venture off grace. He abused me quite severely. Used to put my arms up. Not to get beat in the face. Then when I tried to reach out because he was beating me, I shot his father. Because we needed to keep down the fighting. When me fighting, it was him yelling and screaming at me. And you never knew what was going to happen. You never knew. Because even though I did everything he wanted me to do, he would still beat me. So I never knew when it was going to come. I just have to start preparing myself when he loses temper. I was quite surprised that he changed after our daughter was born. He became a little less abusive. He restrained himself a whole lot more because he didn't want to lose his daughter. And guess what I did? With the disassociation amnesia, of course. I forgot how severe it was. I'd forgotten a year's worth of abuse. A year's worth. Because we were together for over 2 years. I didn't become pregnant with my daughter until, a few months into it. A few months into being married to him. First pregnancy. Found out I was pregnant on a Monday. Lost the baby on a Wednesday, and they told me to take it easy because it was bad. I might hemorrhage, so don't do any strenuous work for 2 weeks. My ex-husband Benjamin let me rest for a day. Made me clean a 34-unit apartment complex that was huge. It was huge. It was built in the 1920s. And I managed it, not him. Yeah, not him. Property manager got in his face and yelled and screamed at him when he was firing him. He said the only things that have been getting done has been done by this young lady right here. Not you. Of course, the man didn't realize that that's pissed him off enough where you make him angry. Guess who gets it? Guess who gets it? Later on, the person that he can abuse. So, I'm going to be in contact again with my ex-husband. He's ignored me, I told him to go to our daughter and beg for her forgiveness. Because if he wasn't the abusive person that he was, and I had a fighting chance, her father could have been my Prince Charming. Instead of me making me feel how truly worthless I was. Making me feel that way because I'm not, but didn't realize how severely brainwashed I was. And the abusive men just kept coming on through. Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm like docile. Nah. That's because I'm very feminine. Does not mean you can overtake me. Because trust me, I look out at me. It's like, I don't know, this relationship's not going to work out because you're too dominant. Damn straight. Glad you recognized. The only thing is I lost my mind. So it was easy to be victimized by him. It was easy to be victimized at that time. Because trust me, it was getting harder and harder to take advantage of me and get me to bend to your will. Just happened too much when I was younger. I got beat up severely by my second ex-husband. And he would cheat on me so often that he was giving me venereal diseases, and he caused me to lose my baby. I was doing fine. I was picking out baby clothes. I was close into my 4th month. He screwed around. And when I was getting the DNC, which the doctor couldn't do because I was so sensitive, said I couldn't be jerking like that. He was going to have to give me some medication, and try to pass what was left to my baby. I had to remember that too, because the hospital sent me away. Gave me a cup. Told me to gather anything that may come out. Come on. And I passed some baby in the toilet. In my mom and dad's bathroom. I just got back from their emergency room. So I took a plastic glove. I pulled it up and it was very solid. You ever seen a sonogram? I see my baby's veins. I can remember details when I remember. The doctor told me, I need to give you medication. Because, sweetheart, you have chlamydia. You've been taking care of me the entire time. Didn't understand what he was saying, and of course, I explained it on me. Said, it must have not have, it must have still been present from when he gave it to me when we first ever got together. No. Sorry. No. I was pregnant before then, 2 months before. I got pregnant right away again. I lost years of my life. And I would have never married either one of my... I married my first husband again. And I married my second husband again. Because I didn't remember the abuse. I didn't know. They didn't beat me the second time around. I was already crippled by him. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I started to get stronger. I did. But didn't stop the abuse coming in my life. Danny Ray Cooper. All lost and confused in days. Does he love me? Do I love him? Who's this Danny guy? Wait a minute, huh? Oh, what do you mean we dated when we were cool, huh? Oh, we didn't date when we were kids. What are you talking about? We fooled around and I got pregnant with Trisha and what? What are you talking about? We broke up. What? I can't handle that. Don't you tell me anymore. Don't tell me anymore. Do not fucking tell me. You can't handle it. am going to write a book, and I'm going to find a writer to help me. Somehow I'm going to find someone. But you've got to understand, this is no joke. Living with this disorder can be the most difficult thing you can ever imagine somebody have to live with. I know this is going to sound really, really bad. My father died a horrible death. He did. It was bad. Cancer spread quickly. And within 3 months, he was gone. And he lost his mind at the tail end. Didn't know who we really were. He died in hospice care. It was a pretty painful death. I hated seeing him suffer like that. But I've suffered for years. I don't want to die, of course not. I don't want to. But if I could have 3 beautiful months, that's sad to say, if I could have 3 just beautiful months. 3 months of being in love with the way I've been in love. Just beautiful. Having my children with me. No more judgment. No more throwing up. Well, you weren't there for me for this, and this, and oh my God, Mom, I didn't know. I had no idea, Mom. That's why what I wish to hear from my oldest daughter. So she understands that it wasn't that I gave up on her or ran away. That I loved her so much. That I thought I was doing right by her because I had no idea about joint custody. And I had no idea that you could get food stamps and child care help and cash assistance. You get all kinds of things. I didn't know. I never had government assistance before, and neither my parents. They didn't know anything. I was trying for sole custody, and that's what my parents wanted me to go for. And, they were fighting for me to do it, and I never heard the end of the $5,000 that they spent. I tried really, really hard to keep the jobs that I had. I was a laundry girl, and I was allergic to the detergent, but they said, of course, they can't change the detergent for one person. I would come home and get in the shower, cold water, just on my chest and arms, just crying from the pain of the rash of the detergent. That was the last job that I finally said I am. I didn't want to hurt my baby. And I told her, I confessed to her, because I felt that I was the horrible mom. I was so scared. I didn't want to lose my baby. I didn't slap her hard. I popped her in the mouth. She was just a little girl. Because she wouldn't eat. No, I'm so stressed. Of course, Benjamin being the way he was. It didn't help, and then I was in an abusive relationship on top of that. That's not why I thought she'd be safer with her father. I felt trapped in my new relationship. I didn't let Benjamin know. And this guy, Teddy Schaefer, Eugene Schaefer. He said, to burn down my home with my child and I in sight. They're sitting on the love seat of Ushala. Here's 1990. I was on one of those rotary phones that don't even know they were. The handle and cord. There was a cream-colored phone. I just stared off into the TV, and I knew that Benjamin would do anything to protect his daughter. Because the entire time I thought that I really gave her up to. Because I popped her in the mouth. And that wasn't the real reason. My friend Terry Schaefer doesn't know about that. Terry knows that I was a good mom. I was able to continue to see my daughter. But when I gave her up, I couldn't handle it. And I ran away to California. Well, that stupid Teddy. Chris Wilson was a friend that Teddy said he was around, and he didn't want to hear Teddy's excuses or anything. He tried to blame me for them being completely homeless, but Chris knew he was doing. He said, I know it was you that left us in California. You left me on the street, bastard. And left him. And he said, don't tell me that she's the one that made the decision, that she's the one that was calling the shots and took off. She'll do what you say. So yeah, he reamed Teddy. Good time. And I don't know what happened to the relationship. Chris Wilson is an okay guy. He never abused me or anything. You know, he was a friend. We couldn't be anymore. You know, I thought about it. There just was something there that was missing. It was just missing. I wanted to try it because I thought he was a nice guy. I thought he was nice. But he had been through a lot, and I know that he really loved another. But I'd like to thank him. Thank him for being nice to me, you know? He owes me $20 though. No big deal. It's okay. He was nice to me. And that was a good thing. He never tried to take advantage of me or anything. He just liked me, you know? He liked me. And he was trying to show me that he cared. That I needed to stand up for myself when I came to Danny. Yeah, but it's okay. I did eventually, and I didn't want Danny to go to prison. I thought that he was getting 2 years probation, and I was just thankful that our relationship was over at the time. But I was still in an abusive relationship because Teddy stepped back in and was like, oh, she's single. Bam, dumped on it. Told me all kinds of stuff about Danny, and I believed it, hook, line, and sinker. But it didn't matter. It was over for me. I put an order of protection, and yeah, of course, I called when he broke it, and I believe it was Teddy. I'm not gonna say for sure. I don't know, but yeah. He told me to just keep calling, making sure he stayed away. And I didn't even know that there was a court hearing. I know Danny had even got arrested, but Teddy did. You knew about the court hearing, the court date. Yeah, I'm sorry, but the courts, they didn't know. Police didn't know where I'd moved to. I had moved away. So I had wondered, how'd he know? And he's the one that made me feel guilty. And she's not going to go to court. Well, no, I'm still not in love with him. But even with as abusive as he was, I still cared about him. But I was glad the abuse was over, though. And I wasn't getting beat anymore, but I still was being belittled, and